of striving, of anxiety and fear. We filled the empty spaces with the clamor we could hear. The constant rush of worry, the need to take control, was wearing down the fabric of every searching soul. But the silence came to shout, the night became the cure. The quiet, steady heartbeat made every promise sure. The noise of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. We try to preach the gospel with the volume turned up high, forcing every listener to look up at the sky. But peace arrived in meekness, it needed no parade. The gentle, sweet submission of a promise being made. But the silence came to shout, the night became the cure. The quiet, steady heartbeat made every promise sure. The noise of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. Let me lay my frantic questions beside the infant Lord. Let me trade my hurried pacing for the peace He has afforded. The greatest strength is quiet, the truest love is deep. The stillness of the manger is the secret He will keep. The silence came to shout, the night became the cure. The quiet, steady heartbeat made every promise sure. The noise of human failure was wrapped in linen thread. The God of perfect stillness lay sleeping in a bed. Sleeping in a bed. The silence came to shout. We know the day is coming when the heavens will divide, when all the earth will stand to watch with nowhere left to hide. We wait for revelation, the thunder and the scroll, the final honest reckoning that judges every soul. But in that cold December, He came without the gavel sound. No verdict was delivered on that ancient silent ground. He showed His perfect mercy before He showed His might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. He held the cosmic scales, away the failure and the fault, but chose to offer pardon at the manger's low asphalt. We expected a commander demanding every right, but found a gentle healer, defenseless in the night. But in mercy before he showed his might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. The law demanded payment, the justice must be met. Yet Christ brought forward healing, refusing all regret. The time for final judgment was willingly delayed, so the gift of great forgiveness could openly be made. He came without the gavel sound, no verdict was delivered on that ancient silent ground. He showed his perfect mercy before he showed his might. The cradle was a shelter, turning darkness into light. Turning darkness into light. Without the gavel, the light was soft and dim. The air was thick with barnyard scent, not hymns from seraphim. If he desired a palace, the whole wide world would yield. But the king of all the diamonds stayed hidden in a field. He did not ask for gold, he only asked for room to lie. He did not seek the human praise, the crowd's demanding eye. He chose the utter brokenness, where the humble can reside. The only treasure he required was our hearts laid bare inside. The world still chases currency, the comfort wealth can bring. We measure status by the gifts beneath the lights we string. But God reversed the value, he set the standard new by making his arrival accessible, honest and true. He did not ask for gold, he only asked for room to lie. He did not seek the human praise, the crowd's demanding eye. He chose the utter brokenness, where the humble can reside. The only treasure he required was our hearts laid bare inside. The frankincense and myrrh were offerings of men, but he had the whole creation waiting for him then. He didn't need the money, he didn't need the throne. His purpose was communion, to make our spirits known. He did not ask for gold, he only asked for room to lie. He did not seek the choir was our hearts laid bare inside. Hearts laid bare inside. Ooh, did not ask for gold. Calendar is crowded now with parties and with rush. The radio is playing songs that drown the holy hush. We wrap the gift in paper, forgetting what we hold. The sacred simple story bought and sold for earthly gold. But beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. I lose the real devotion in the sparkle and the sheen. I miss the heart of mercy for the things that intervene. This season makes a promise that no purchase can afford. We need to strip the surface to finally see the Lord. But beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. Within this holy space, beyond the tinsel and the light, the miracle remains. The quiet core identity that breaks our earthly chains. The focus is the manger, not the market or the mall. He came to be the sinner, the greatest truth of all. The greatest truth of all. Beyond the tinsel. He is the giver of the breath, the master of the store, the architect of mountains, the one we must adore. He owns the cattle on the hills, the silver and the gold, yet found no vacant dwelling, the ancient story told. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. The inns were warm with firelight, the doors were bolted tight. The world was busy counting profits in the holy night. They could not see the treasure that was standing at the gate. The God who lacked possessions, arriving not too late. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. My heart is often crowded, refusing Christ his place. I fill my life with ownership, forgetting saving grace. But Bethlehem reminds me that the true eternal wealth is found in giving everything, not keeping it for self. The owner had no key to lock a stable door in town. The king of all the universe had nowhere to lie down. He traded all his sovereignty for the comfort of a stall, to show us that the greatest gift requires no room at all. Requires no room at all. The owner had no key. The owner had no key. My soul was locked in winter, a season cold and long. I carried every error and sang a lonely song. I had nothing rich to offer, no treasure, gold or spice, just the heavy frosted failure, the coldness of my vice. But you came to be the comfort, trading my winter night for grace. You wrapped your infant presence around this barren place. You took the bitter darkness, the chill that held my heart, and left a living candle where the shadows used to start. The world was dark with questions, the answers felt so far. We only had the promise of a lonely guiding star. We thought the trade required a merit we could earn, but you simply offered peace for the lessons we would burn. But you You took the bitter darkness, the chill that held my heart, and left a living candle where the shadows used to start. This tiny precious gift is too profound to waste. It shattered my condition on that very sacred day. I placed my heavy burdens upon the stable floor. I take the endless hope you came to bring forevermore. You came to be the comfort, trading my winter night for grace. You wrapped your infant presence around this barren place. You took the bitter darkness, the chill that held my heart, and left a living candle where the shadows used to start. Where the shadows used to start, trading my winter night. We always think of royalty demanding velvet robes, excluding all the lowly ones, defeating humble hopes. We measure worth by access, by status and by name, and write a list of privilege built on our earthly fame. But the Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the honest hearts kneeling within the crowd. The King came not to judge our sins from an unreachable domain, but to share the weary burdens, the poverty and rain. The stable door was open wide, no guards to turn us back. The Incarnation made a bridge across the lonely track. But the Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the honest hearts kneeling within the crowd. The distance of the heavens was suddenly erased. The holiness of God was gently held in place. If they can kneel before Him, the simple and the least, then grace extends its welcome to the King's own simple feast. The Father's guest list had the shepherds first in line. The humble, rough, forgotten ones were chosen for the sign. He did not call the powerful, the wealthy, or the proud. He simply chose the honest kneeling within the crowd, kneeling within the crowd. The Father's guest list. We needed more than thunder, more than a written code. We needed God beside us upon the dusty road. A voice from flaming fire could not embrace our pain. We needed something tangible to wash away the stain. He had to have a pulse, a fragile human being, to feel the cold of winter and the dust beneath his feet. The love was not effective as a distant bright idea. He needed skin and blood to quiet all our fears. That blew the stars alight, the word that spoke the sea, was forced into the limit of a small humanity. He took the form of weakness to teach the world his strength, to show his perfect passion to the final saving land. He had to have a pulse, a fragile human being, to feel the cold of winter and the dust beneath his feet. The love was not effective as a distant bright idea. He needed skin and blood to quiet all our fear. The wise men knelt for more than just a theoretical king. They worshiped the reality of the joy his flesh would bring. The miracle is touchable, the promise we can hold. The love we long to feel is now worth more than gold. He had to have a pulse, a fragile human beat, to feel the cold of winter and the dust beneath his feet. The love was not effective as a distant bright idea. He needed skin and blood to quiet all our fear. To quiet all our fear. He had to have a pulse. The prophet spoke of majesty, of nations kneeling down. We pictured golden chariots a jewel-encrusted crown. But heaven chose a different map, a quiet, simple scene to validate the promise, where the hungry livestock lean, and the manger was the sign, the only proof we had to claim that God had left His highest throne to whisper us His name. The shepherd saw no grandeur, no armies dressed in steel, just the truth in the humblest place, to help a wounded spirit heal. The world was searching for a fortress, a mighty stone defense. The weary heart demanded a louder evidence.
But light was found in darkness, where no one thought to look. The chapter of redemption, written in a simple book,
and the manger was the sign, the only proof we had to claim that God had left His highest throne to whisper us His name. The shepherd saw no grandeur, no armies dressed in steel, just the truth in the humblest place, to help a wounded spirit heal. We often miss the miracle in the ordinary day. We chase the great explosion while you meet us where we pray.
Bethlehem's lesson lingers. You choose the weak and small.
The King of all the ages comes to save us from our fall. The manger was the sign, the only proof we had to claim that God had left His highest throne to whisper us His name. The shepherd saw no grandeur, no armies dressed in steel, just the truth in the humblest place, to help a wounded spirit heal.
To help a wounded spirit heal.
The manger was the sign. God in spectacles, in every noisy sign. We wait for grand announcement, mistaking human design. We thought the king would ride the storm, demanding all the space, but found him in a moment that required a faithful pace. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the waiting earth. The world still rushes forward, afraid to slow its speed, ignoring all the beauty of the very quiet need. But Bethlehem reminds us that the power is controlled. The greatest grace is given in a story meant to hold. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the waiting earth. Let me seek the stillness where the spirit starts to move, away from all the fanfare that the worldly ones approve. The God who spoke the universe is whispering my name. The silent, peaceful promise puts all other things to shame. He wore the quietest crown, adorned with simple straw, the king of all the ages, did not break a single law. He claimed his final kingdom through a humble, silent birth, the truest, strongest miracle upon the way.